Hi, this is Alex Castile with the Arizona Real Estate Gateway, and today I'm in front of a property that I've been asked to do a BPO on. Now that's part of the alphabet soup that is realtor speak. Just like every industry, every industry has its own acronyms, and one of ours is BPO, which stands for Broker Price Opinion. Now, what that is that's when a company, usually a bank or somebody representing a bank, wants to know the value of a property before they put it on the market, or in the case of a short sale, when the property is already under contract or going to be under contract, they want to know if the offer that they're getting in is a fair value or not. So it's our job as brokers and realtors to assess the value of that property on behalf of the bank as their representative. Now I'm standing in front of a property that I've been asked to do a BPO on, and I'll take you through the process as we go through it. Now, in the world of BPOs, there are two types of BPOs that we typically accomplish: an exterior and an interior. An exterior is just what it sounds like. Based upon an evaluation from the outside of the home, how much do I think it's worth? Now, this is certainly not as comprehensive as an interior, but it still can give me a pretty good idea of what the home is worth. I get a chance to see what the neighborhood is like. I can see the condition that the outside of the home is taken care of. I also can see if the home is occupied or vacant from there. Now, what the bank typically wants me to do with an exterior is to take a few pictures of the outside, the street address, and the street scene so they can see what kind of neighborhood the home is in. Now, in the case of the BPO that I'm doing today, I'm doing an interior BPO, which means I have access to the home and I can take pictures and basically have free reign of the entire property. Now, this home that we're in today is vacant, which means I can spend as much time as I need to here at the house. Now, my procedure for going through this is just to walk through the home. I'm going to take pictures of each room so that I can report back each room and its condition, and that the asset manager on the other side can see what the home looks like, or at least get their best picture of it. I'm also going to take pictures of anything that might be an issue with the home. And that could include things like missing appliances, damage or missing carpet, or anything that is unusual or maybe not up to code about the home. I try and present the best picture possible of the property to the asset manager so they can get a good idea of what kind of home they are making a decision on. Once we're done going through the home and evaluating from that perspective, the rest of the work is done back at the office, where I compare the home to surrounding comparable homes to get a best idea of value based on the condition that it's in, as well as the best known condition that the other properties are in. So that'll be our next step. So now we've taken a look at the property. We've taken a look at it from the outside, we've taken a look at it from the inside. Now we need to take a look at it from the numbers perspective. The way we do that is we go about it by pulling the 6 most comparable properties to the subject home as we can. Now that's 3 homes that are currently on the market and active that are just like it, and 3 that have recently sold. Now we want to choose the sold ones because those are the ones that the market has already determined what the price of those homes are. Now I choose the 6 that are most comparable or most like the one that we just went and took a look at. Now, all that's well and good. We put all that together. We come up with a value for the home, and that's really what we're driving at, as to how much is that home worth. Now, for you, either as a buyer or a seller, all this process is extremely important, and here's why. Both as a buyer and a seller, first you have to be concerned with, well, first of all, a BPO is typically ordered during a short sale, and short sales typically tend to be very, very lengthy in time. When the BPO has been ordered, it tells you something very significant, that you're moving along in the process, that the asset manager or that the loss mitigator has reviewed the file up to that point and determined that it's worth taking a look at what the value of the property is. And so that's a very critical step in the short sale process, is having that BPO ordered. The second, and probably the most evident reason for the BPO, is that you find out the value of the home. Now that's important to everybody involved. That includes the buyer, the seller, as well as the bank. Now, you as the buyer or seller will likely not find out what the value of the BPO is. All you'll know is that it came in and that the asset manager or the loss mitigator is willing to proceed with the transaction. And so all this is so important just so that we can get to the point of continuing the transaction and getting your contract closed. Again, whether you are the buyer or the seller in this. Well, I hope that all this has been helpful so that when you hear the words BPO and that it has been ordered or that one is going on, you'll know exactly what's going on and how you can prepare for it either as the buyer or the seller, and that you can realize why it's an important step in the sales process. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Alex Castile, and this is the Arizona Real Estate Gateway.